Last we left the Wildcards, you were all in process of recovering from a bout with the Harbinger of War and Nightwalker of the negative energy plane. You'd managed to rout the Harbinger and destroy the Nightwalker, but found they had successfully planted one of three gate gems upon the Hell Gate as a source of power. With enough of these gems applied, you surmised that the gate would remain open permanently. This encounter, however, brought a failure number low, and it was deemed wise for Gord, Mary, and Alexander to return to the war camp and rest briefly, much to Mary's frustration. In the meantime, Alana, Valentine, and Hondo would have to pick up the slack and inspire the other leaders and soldiers of the war alongside you into heroics they have only dreamed of. With Baldora, Alana charged with the enemy line directly, and together they wreaked havoc and inspired the Dwarven Redguard and Champions Guild to dig deep and fight harder than they ever had before. At the same time, Hondo dove into the fray and became a one-man wrecking ball and inspired troops along the front to fight for their lives. Through the hour, you watched the battle begin to ratchet up a level. The enemy poured on thick. Tricks came flying in the mayhem. You lost one of your own. Arthur Locke, on watch in the ruins, was incapable of stopping a commander of the Nessian Legion from forcibly crossing the barrier at the gate and was brutally slain by the Fiend. Before the Fiend could deal further damage, Valentine and Daisy mounted up and made their way to the ruins to avenge him. Slowly but surely, your allies rested, and those still fighting stood tall, averting major losses on the front. As you reconnected and began to work out repositioning and battle strategy, a storm began to brew overhead, an omen you've seen before. As torrential rain began to fall, non-magical flame doused, visibility cut in half, you feared the approach of another Harbinger or worse. In this case, it appears worse was more apt. Through the dark cloud, drifting down so light it seemed to float, you see a monstrous entity. With a monstrous droning roar, you know can be heard from miles beneath the waves. The kraken has seemingly been reanimated and descends upon the warfront. What do you do?
Cry forever. Are we together? I forgot how it left off. Are we separated right now?
All of you, actually, are on the ridge line. All of you have reconnected, so all of you, the Blade Singers, Daisy and Elias, are all positioned on the ridge. Actually, Alexander is also with you because he had come with you from the warfront. There's currently nobody in the ruins or gate, as Arthur was there previously and is now dead. Mm-hmm. The city of Mythandor that floats above is has lost its weapon functionality. The power sources have failed. Unfortunately, the weapon cannot be fired, and it was up to Mary and Gore to choose which side to protect the cloaking or the weapons, and they decided to keep it a secret. So its cloaking ability and its flight is still able, but it does not have any weapons anymore. But Eli is still eye in the sky currently. However, he made it known to you he is in the process of repositioning because he's in the cloud tops, and with the storm coming, he can't see shit. So he begins to reposition. So as of right now, you don't have eyes. Baldora is still in the front. Who are your other heroes? I'm forgetting. Obviously, Elisar is still on the left flank. Malcolm and crew have kind of ridden up and are basically holding the right flank ridge, but they're on the what would be the north side of the fissure, so they can't easily cross for aid. It'll take time for them to cross, and they need bridgemen to cross the fissure for all of the cavalry on the right flank to come in as well. That is currently where we stand.
Would you
say? For some reason, I thought we did some maneuvering. For some reason, I thought we dropped Alexander off, or we were about to do that. Okay.
This is kicked off at the conversation you were having.
Would you say, where is it above us? Directly above us? More towards...
Throw me a perception check at disadvantage.
You got it. First roll, let's go.
Keeping in mind, perception checks out of a certain range are going to be a disadvantage given the significant storm front that is now overhead.
Okay. Oh, how dare you. This looks very much on the edge of 14, but it's a 4. Let me just try again. Perception... Oh, and then a 3. 18.
I mean, a 3 to 18 is still amazing.
That's still... Welcome to level 18, I guess.
It is difficult to gauge exact distances, but it's up in the sky top, so like that also makes it difficult to gauge like how far out is it. But you're looking at about like anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 feet, like half a kilometer's width. If you were at full dash on flying mounts, you can make it there in about 4 rounds. So in melee and within like magic range distance within 3. You have the next few seconds to decide if you're mounting up now or holding before things get real.
I think fighting it in the sky is a bad idea. It's just going to take us out with lightning. We'll fall and plunge to our death. I think we got to like hold up here, like barricade ourselves, maybe use the crevice for cover or something.
I should also point out, it's currently not directly above you. It is like 1,000 feet at an angle over the front.
I think we should have everyone fall back.
It's just going to move then too, though.
But I feel like those guys are going to get slaughtered out there. They're just like fighting at the front. Think of the pigmen, Mary.
What if we contain the kraken?
Contain this?
Yeah, like
this. This Titan destroying monster?
Can we box it somehow? Can we transport it to another dimension?
There's one thing we can do. Only one of us has something that could do that. And it's you.
Do what?
I'll point to the fucking magic lamp on your hip.
I'm not wasting it on a half-dead...
I grab Hunter by the shoulders. When would you use this? When other moment?
We have bigger enemies.
Would it be worth doing this?
I don't think we do. This guy's pretty big.
You hear telepathically, whoever is still connected to the telepathic connection, Baldora just unleash about like a solid 20 seconds of dwarven expletives before you hear like kraken, sky, what the fuck, and asks like, what are we doing about this?
We have to fight it. Like no one's gonna be able to take this but us like actual people.
Sorry, Kyle. Is it continuously descending at a is it descending in like a controlled speed, like a single speed, or?
Throw me another perception check at disadvantage just to get any more information you can.
It'd be an illusion too. I don't think it is because of all the weather effects, but it could be an illusion.
I'm ready to turn into a dragon.
It didn't go well last time, but it is a plan.
Sorry, D&D Beyond speed. 18.
Okay, 18 again.
Yeah.
You kind of get the same idea as Scott or as Valentine with the same roll. It is descending slowly, like it seems to be like slowly, like almost like the tendrils dropped out of the cloud first, and then slowly now you're seeing the bulbous form. But it's just so far away and enshrouded in cloud and rain, like you don't get further detail. You clearly see and recognize the fucking kraken, but any further information, you're just seeing it slowly descend.
What if it's not real? What if it's fake? What if it's a distraction?
Is there a way to check that?
No.
We'd have to get close.
We need to make a decision.
DM, do I still have my wings?
Well, what's the time frame?
It's not like 8 hours.
If it's like... an hour or 8. If it's an hour, they're gone.
Okay, they're gone.
No, wait. You use them with like the last thing. You use them to get Baldora and like use them in that last encounter.
I used them to carry Brawley and I there.
So that was the.
Or
last
no,
thing.
Actually, it was that I sprouted them and then tried to hold Brawley, but I'm weak, so it wasn't.
But that was
like
at the same encounter though.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say like 20 minutes have been used. So you've got like 40 minutes left. So like you still have them for the next 40 minutes. Whatever this encounter is.
Do we still have Mira?
Mira's been resummoned.
Mary, you and I could go just to see if it's real.
Then what the fuck happens if...
I'm gonna...
it's definitely fucking real.
I'm gonna count another round has passed, and it is now like significantly descending. You're seeing at a distance, all of you, fear ripple through your front. If this is not handled quickly, fear will grip your front and it will fall. Your decision needs to be made in the next 2 rounds before.
We could summon two. Okay, a couple things we got. We have a literal way to summon a dragon. Mary has the thing that was a gift from what's his name at the Platinum Sanctuary. We could summon a dragon to help us. We could turn Hondo the Blue into a dragon. He went real well last time, up until the very last second.
I vote that.
We also have
That's not a bad idea.
We have a magic lamp. We could summon a Freedy. We could just see if it kills Hondo, if it grants him a wish, or if it does his bidding for like 3 things or something. Hondo, do you want to be a dragon?
I want to be a dragon.
Gord, wait,
Gord.
Brock, what are your spell slots looking like?
I think he got them all back because you guys rested.
The high levels don't come back, right?
You don't get your Mystic Arcana, but he has not used his True Polymorph yet. But he does have all of his 5ths back from a short rest. So he's got all of his main Warlock spells back, but has used Power Word Stun. You still have Finger of Death, and I don't remember what your 6th is. Your Investiture of Flame, I think, you haven't used.
This is definitely a distraction, but I don't think it's one that we can ignore. I think it's one we're going to have to fucking deal with. I think it's there, and I think someone's immediately going to head to the gate and try to apply more of these stones, but I don't think we can handle both. And unfortunately, I think the stones might end up getting applied. Hondo, if you want to fucking get as a dragon up there and at least give us some cover, we can get people to fall back a bit.
To the ridge.
Yes.
I can do that.
Okay, I'm going to radio everybody, all our teams, and say, fall back to the ridge. Like, front line. Let's push back to, like, the crater's edge. Are we cool with this, by the way? And then...
Did you still have telepathic connection?
So our daisy chain just works to do Baldora, Daisy, Malcolm, Gord, Brawley, Eli. I'll have it. So sorry, I could just tell a Brawley or someone like that to say it to the...
So you don't have the telepathic, but you're just issuing the command to be issued.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's get Baldora out of there. Like, she just, like, I
Yeah.
don't want your sister to be fucking destroyed by that.
Sorry. So, final command is what?
Let me pull up the map. Let's have the front fall back.
What I'll say is, if the front is falling back, they have to fall back to the ridge.
Yeah, that's what I think we should do.
So you're gonna. You have blade singers and archers on the ridge. Do you want to hold, basically keep both blade singers, archers, and then your infantry directly between 1 and 2, and basically it's one big swath? Or are you falling back the blade singers and archers as well? Like, is everything taking a step back, or just 1 to 2? And there are disadvantages to both.
I'm almost feeling like having 1 go to 2, even having like the druids at 3 like press closer to 2 to try and like do stuff to this like thing in the air. I think Mary's right. Like, I think this will be a big distraction. Like, I know if we group up, it's gonna be able to, lightning blast the fuck out of us. But if we're separated, we're just gonna have like holes in our in our line that are just gonna have people come through. Mary, I also think we should fucking get the city, crash it into this motherfucker.
No, it's a moving target. We need that for later.
Or what's later? What's later than this?
Later's a lot more than this. I'm gonna jump on Mira, and at least
seems like a lot.
Start going up. We need to disperse at least who we have. I'm gonna go to Alexander. He mentioned wanting to go to the king. Tell him to go there. Your siblings are going. I can't remember. Were they with us, or were they over on a different part of the ridge?
They're with
the Blade Singers.
They're with the Blade Singers.
You're all in a big clump right now, as you were trying to figure out what the next plan was. So Malcolm is away, and Elisar is away, and Baldora is at the front with Lavender. But everyone, all of your other allies, and Eli's up in the sky. But the rest of you are all here.
Lav's at 8 with the camp. We put her to hide out there.
Lav has shifted. Lav is off the field.
Remember, she was doing stone stuff there.
That's right.
Right. So I think if we have, let's get the front lines in behind the Blade Singers for now. Potentially they can come back up, or potentially share the ridge if they need to.
Yeah.
They need some. We need to take some of the pressure off them now. We need to get up there and over there now.
Gord, if you're cool with it, can you true polymorph Hondo into a dragon? It was a black dragon last time. I think this kraken's gonna be immune to pretty much everything, but probably just not fire is a good idea with these hell people.
To be clear, this is a zombie, right?
You're
The
doing
black-
it? Okay, great.
You cast True Polymorph
Yep.
as an adult black dragon.
You fucking know it.
Okay. Alrighty. Let me pull up stats. I'll drop them in the chat. 1 second.
If Mary goes up, Mary, I'm not going to go as fast as you, but I'm going to go up with my wings to try and get a look at the gate.
Adult black dragon into the chat for you.
There you go, BB.
Is anyone riding Hondo?
Hell no. Hell
Hondo
no.
becomes a huge dragon, strength 23, can carry several creatures at your own risk, but absolutely could.
I guess I have wings. Oh god, why would I do it? Hondo, I just try and grab your huge fucking lizard face. Just stay away. If you see the roped guy, remember what happened when you got close to him.
I will burn him to the ground. No, I'm kidding. I will avoid it.
I don't think I'm going with him. I'm not going to go with him.
Okay, your draconic voice now will ring out. You can speak as a dragon.
Oh,
Like, dragons
cool.
can speak, so like, there's no quandary there. But there is at the casting of True Polymorph and watching your form shift to an adult black dragon, there is initial confusion because suddenly there's a fucking dragon on the field. But it is like, oh, he's not killing us. Great. Let's worry about the big kraken in the sky.
Yeah.
So I want to reiterate, because time is of the essence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mary mounts Mira, and you're going to fly in to try and get a better idea.
I'm getting up at least.
Hondo is a black dragon, is going to fly in at the target.
Yep.
And
You are going to pull the front back to 2. The blade singers are going to remain and add support, but the archers are going to fall back.
yeah. I have
Okay.
archers behind the line.
Okay. I will say putting them behind means they're down a ridge, means they're volleying with no eyes on.
What if we could deal with this when it happens, but what if we tried to get them on the other side of the crevice?
You absolutely can. It just will take
Yeah.
more time. It just takes
We could
longer
just have
time
them-
to reposition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could just have them doing that.
And almost think of them as the new 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
DM, can I fly up but turn away from the kraken? And I just want to try and look at 7. That's like what my action's going to be, which is the gate.
Yes. No problem. We're going to go through all these actions momentarily. I want to reiterate, repositioning the lines takes significant time.
Yeah.
There are rules on my side to determine, essentially, like, think of like how many opportunity attacks a repositioning of the front is going to be as they begin to try and pull and fall back.
Ooh.
The enemy is
Plan.
going to continually push forward with the front. Like that front maintains. It's not like they just leave an open gap, right? So keeping that in mind for all of you.
What if
And it does
Hondo
take time.
dumps a line of acid on their front lines
He can
to let our
cause-
people give the opportunity to retreat?
That's a great idea.
He absolutely
Yep.
can, but it will lose him a round of getting into position.
I know.
We might need
I think
that.
it's worth it.
Not a problem. I'm
wait.
just like trying to like time keep
Yeah.
all this imaginary bullshit. So that's a great idea to pull him back. So Hondo's fly speed as a dragon is 80 feet. Mira's is 80 or 90. So Mary, you would in theory, if you were to charge, you'd be a little bit faster and you'd gain an extra round, but you're not charging. You're just flying up to get an idea. Val is going
Does
to
anyone
fly
want to
up.
come up with me before I go? Gord or Allie?
Yeah, the question then comes to Alana and Gord. Where
I
are
can
you
go
guys?
with you.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
Alana slides onto the back of Mira and Gord. Are you mounting on top of Hondo, or are you staying put on the ridge? What are you doing?
Hondo, baby. Ride or die.
It is
Wait,
your
you're with
dragon.
Hondo? You're with Hondo? Oh god, you're like the most important person here, Brock.
You slide onto the back of the black dragon, and you guys begin to take off into the sky. I'm gonna do the rolls now for my for like the shifting of basically the battalions, all the movement here, to see how many losses come from this. It's gonna kind of be a bit of a morale check. and if they fail in the retreat, the morale drops automatically because significant losses, and basically you're choosing to retreat. That does not inspire, right?
It's not the greatest. Yeah.
So there's a chance that the morale drops, which ultimately is not the end of the world, because that means at the next loss, your front is lost, which you're choosing to do early. So it's not ultimately a huge difference. But I'm going to do these checks. Valentine, you want to perceive the gate. So please make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
And we will come to the rest of you in a second.
Okay, first one's 11. Second one's 5, so it's 20.
Okay. To reposition your archers, they're going to be out of commission to properly be in position for like half an hour. Like it's a significant journey for them without mounts to like basically bridge across to 6, though it does give them great positioning once they're there. Like that's a good position for them. So you will lose your archer advantages for the next half hour. Falling back from 1 to 2 for your front line and your blade singers. The blade singers rush out and basically try and like coordinate as the dwarven red guard and the champions guild falls back. The blade singers rush forward and take the new front to let those others reposition. With the advantage of Hondo driving a line of acid to kind of give a break, it's a 60-foot line. The front is much larger than that, so he's able to choose to protect a section. I'll give you the choice, Hondo. Like, if you want to try and... Would you try and maintain and do this again to give your front lines the chance to fall back safer and save more of your numbers? Or do it once... You're successful no matter what. Doing it once is successful, and then charge to the bad guy.
I think... If I think about the long run, I think doing it again is the better decision.
Okay. So you will, again, be behind another round, and the Kraken is going to descend within 1 round of touchdown. You go ahead and roll a d6 for me, because your breath recharges on a 5 or 6. So this could be a wasted round, unfortunately.
A 2.
So unfortunately, the breath does not come back. So you could choose to spend this round here, waiting for the next breath weapon to come back, or charge your front. We'll come back to you in a second. Mary, are you headed directly with Elena, directly at the Kraken?
I've slightly learned my lesson from last time. I can't charge in completely with just the 2 of us because we're going to die. But at least starting to get moving and just trying my fucking damnedest to make sure that it's real. Just looking and trying to see how it's interacting with anything else. So,
the question is, are you going to use you're not going to use your action to dash, but you'll use your bonus action to have Mira dash? Because in theory, you can do like 3 dashes using everything you got to clear as fast as you can. If you use your action for something else, you get half as far. Yeah,
no, I think we need to get there together.
Okay, so you just start moving quickly, but not full, like we did when you charged Egoth.
No.
Okay. Then in that case, you're actively trying to see if there's anything up with this. The problem here is pure distance. It's so far away, and the rain and the storm is obscuring small detail. It's literally obscuring things. So what you're going to need to do is an investigation check at disadvantage.
Okay.
DC is hard, no matter what, to get anything. So like it's a challenge at this range. That's all.
Okay. First one's a 17.
Okay.
Come on.
On the dice.
Yep. Come on now. Come on.
Oh, that one's cocked. It was almost natural 20, but it was cocked, so I got to do it again. That's another fucking 17.
Nice.
2 17s on the dice. So, plus my investigation. So that'll be 31.
Perfect. Okay. With Val flying straight up and getting... How high do you fly?
I can only go like 80 feet? Let me see. double move, so maybe we can just say like 100 feet in here or something.
I think it's a 60, so 120, or do you
Sure.
have 80
Yeah, that
for
sounds good.
160?
Let's go. Oh god. Ward in the Fae. Boom. Bonus action, 60 feet. Yeah, so 120.
Okay, so perfect. 120 feet up. Mary, you kick off, and not going super fast. You get in the same direction. You're a little bit higher. You see the black dragon just issuing out acid, and you notice Hondo in his draconic form like refrain from charging, and you see he's like holding over the front, giving them a chance to fall back. Unfortunately, the morale does drop just innately by having to fall back, so just keeping that. But you don't lose a secondary loss for significant loss of life because there's a black dragon now protecting the line. So one loss, not the worst thing that could have happened here. Val, you look towards the gate, and what did you roll? Perception, sorry?
20, just straight 20.
Straight 20. Mary, as you were looking through storm and lightning piercing through and rain and heavy, just heavy cloud cover, but the kraken is now sunken down to within 100 to 200 feet of the ground. At this distance, it's not until lightning strikes near that you can see there are other figures around the kraken. It's not just the kraken on its own. It's not flying of its own volition. You can see 10 figures flying in kind with it, and each of them almost like puppet mastering each tendril as they drop down. And for a mere moment, you think they're all like, it's too big a creature for like a single fly spell or something to that effect, and you're watching them like slowly, almost like levitate it down. They're bringing it down, and maybe they're controlling it to stop from killing them because it's a fucking mindless beast. But you have trained to look for anomalies, and specifically magical anomalies. These fucks at the Eldrazi's have just set you on a permanent path of paranoia, and you can see lightning and rain slipping through an illusion.
These motherfuckers.
That kraken is not real.
These motherfuckers.
Fuck me. Hold the line. Alana, you're the only one with a fucking ear to everybody. Gate fucking now.
Valentine, as you hear Mary's command through the earring, and it's really, even with a 20, this rain and the storm, it's cutting visibility significantly, and from 2 to 7, that's a significant distance we've established. However, nothing can evade your sight but a tattered cloak silhouetted in the flames of the gate. There's activity at the gate.
I'll have originally been like, when I hear Mary say that, I'll be like, that's good, that's good, that's good. And then I'll look at the gate and be like, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. And then if anyone's within distance, I'll be like, we got to get to the gate. I think Raymond's at the gate. There's activity at the gate.
From your positions, you didn't go far. We've been through this before, and how fast you can make it to the gate. It's several rounds of just full fucking dashing. Is that the plan for everybody?
I think yes, but I might do one more thing. I just got to look at my little spells sheet here.
That's fine, because we're going to roll initiatives.
Okay.
Everybody. The jig is up. The target is in sight. What are we doing? 25 to 20.
Oh, I have to check the dragon initiative.
Fuck.
Oh, you're right. 2. Plus 2.
That's it.
Can you imagine if Hondo had summoned his genie and it gets the one where it just tries to kill him for 3 rounds and it's not even a real kraken? God, it would have been great. I load real low, gang.
Want to have 20? Nobody?
No.
Come on, Hondo. Come on, Hondo.
He only has a plus 2 as the dragon, so it's
Plus
not
two,
normal
man.
initiative. 20 to 15.
18.
19.
Boy,
19,
Gord.
18.
Yeah, Brawley, let's go.
16,
Ooh, us going beside each other is good news.
Yeah, that is.
If we're on mirror together.
That's true, actually. Hondo and Val, what'd you get?
H. What'd you get?
Oh, 8.
Oh, I got
Sweet.
10. I beat that cat.
Unfortunately, yeah, the dragon is just not your normal lithe body, and
Still
though it's
getting
very
used to it.
powerful, it's a little slower. It's a little slower than you're normally used to, and yeah, it takes a second to get used to moving in this way. But you get your wings under you, and let me write this down real quick.
Oh, cool. You can choose who to roll it to in D&D Beyond. That's so cool. You could just roll it to the DM. You could roll it to yourself. God, it's so cool.
Just realized I have to get a fucking dragon down, so that's fun.
Is Raymond gonna fucking dispel you again? I swear to God.
God, I hope so.
Stay
Once he's
within
within like 60 feet or whatever.
Stay
Bye.
60 feet away from Raymond.
Bye-bye.
The furthest people out are the dragon and Gord. Gord and on the back of the dragon. Gord, you can't do anything unless you hasted the dragon, which you could increase his speed. That uses charges of your staff, in which you're trying to maintain a number of. So you can do so, but keep that in mind. Your total charges determine how far back in time you can jump. However, the dragon is the furthest away. Given a full dash, you're only really one round behind everybody based on pure size and speed. So unfortunately, Gordon Hondo will be one round back of everybody else, but everyone else is basically, you're all side by side. Even though there's various elevations, you can all move at a pretty quick speed. So in terms of initiative, it would be Gord is tied to Hondo in this moment. But Gord, if you want to cast any spells, you're free to do so on your actions, and you guys will have 4 rounds at full dashes. That's the quickest you could reach the gate, is 4 rounds. If you want to supplement that by doing things, trying to urge your mounts forward, trying to use spells, you can. As I come to you on your turn, unless you have anything other than just dashing, just say dashing, and then we'll move on. If you have something else, say it. Gord is tied to Hondo. Are you doing anything or just riding? Oh, Gord wouldn't be right back. So he's just riding. Great. Mary.
I think we just have to start fucking booking it for now.
Can Gord
Up to at least Valentine's.
Can Gord scream out in his calming, like feline tones, "It's not real! It's not real!" on the dragon as they're like near the front?
That's not something Gord would do.
It's not. He would never. He would never
It's
do
not
that.
something Gord would do at all.
Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back.
That's still not something he would do. Mary dashing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full dash.
Alana, you're on the back of Mira. Is there anything you do with your action, or are you just riding along?
I'm just riding along.
Great. Valentine.
So am I 4 rounds away? What do you think I am?
You're in the same position as Mary and Alana.
Okay, great. I will.
Your speed is slightly lesser, but
Yeah.
you can maneuver pretty great by yourself, so you're more or less in the same vein.
I'm gonna use my false life like little ability here. Just get some temp HP.
Okay, that is an action that does lose your dash.
The full dash.
It would put you basically between Mary and Alana would be first, then you, then Gord and Hondo.
Pretty much what I want to be.
Like in terms like of arrival times, that's how it
Yeah.
would go.
That's pretty much what I would like to be. Okay, it was only 6, but I got 6 temp. Never know. And then I will just dash after them.
Okay, so you take a 1 extra round, just puts you a round behind Allie
Yep.
and Mary. Hondo, are you dashing as the dragon? Okay, that's 1
That's
round,
his hit.
and you're flying forward. Second round, we come back to the top. Gord, is there anything you're doing on the back of Hondo, or are you just riding into battle?
Just riding into battle.
Beauty. Mary, we come to you round 2.
I think I have to focus on Mira to get us there in time. Can you remind me, sorry, how many rounds-ish do we have before reaching the gate?
At your fastest, you'll be within like range to do, like at the edge of where I've been having our battle map in 4 rounds.
Okay, and
So from the gate from there is another like 100-ish feet. But in terms of like the battle map in which I would put you on the field, you're in 4 rounds.
Okay. I have one
At full
question.
dashes.
Not that I'm going to do it this turn, but how far roughly, I guess, are we dashing around? It's like Mira's speed is 90.
So 90, 90, 90. Because you can use your bonus to kick her into high gear, and basically almost an extra bonus of like you're using your full action to get her to do it again. Like I don't know if that's the real rules, but it's just cool to do it.
Fuck it. Yeah. Okay.
What we do, baby.
At least this round we're going to be dashing.
Okay. That puts you about halfway there at the end of this full round. So the top of the next round, you'll be halfway there. That takes us to Alana, riding, or any actions you want to take while you're on the back?
Yeah. Mary has Dimension Door, and I want to get down to the front.
To the front or to the... We're dashing towards the gate right now.
To the gate, yeah.
Basically, we're a little far out now.
Yeah.
But I'm saying potentially, just to let you know, we could get there sooner if we need to.
Okay.
But it's going to depend. We're not going to have a mount. We're not going to be flying.
Okay. I'll just ready I'll just ready myself for when to drop off, and then let everybody know, since I'm still in connection with everyone.
That's smart.
That's true. Yeah, we kind of need to stay together because I can't talk to anybody right
Probably.
now.
Could you tell your sister to tell other people that's a fake octopus calamari?
Yes.
You two are connected.
So that's what I'll do then. I'll use my action and just be like, hey, guess what? It's fake. Not great. Still. Yeah, we're coming.
You hear Baldora. I guess Gorod is the only other one who hears Baldora, but telepathically back to you. Well, that's a relief, sort of, but we're falling back nonetheless. Good luck.
You too.
Charging, out of breath even in her mind. But you continue to ride. Valentine, we come to you, round 2.
Dashin, if I can try and get another perception check at some point, to just try and see what's going on there.
At the top of the next round, you'll be within ranges of your passives, and I will give you some more information as we get a little closer. Little at the next round a little closer, a little bit more information. Strictly using your passives. If you want to use an action to try and hone in, you absolutely can, but it costs you your action to like really focus.
Nah, I'll just double dash.
You got it. And Hondo, on dragon, or as a dragon, dashing?
Yep.
Got it. Round 3, come to the top. Gord, is there anything you're doing, or are you just riding?
Riding.
You got it. You, unfortunately, are 1 round back, 2 rounds back of the front here. So you're just where these guys would have started, technically. That takes us to Mary. At the point here, Mary, give me your passive. I know your investigation is like 29. Well, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 23.
Okay. With your perception at this range, through the rain, and given the illumination of the gate, this red flaming light, you can see the tattered form of the Harbinger of Famine, actively working magics in the heart of the gate.
Is he flying?
He is. You see, as he's doing so, you watch tethers of energy, and you watch the gate itself begin to kind of like light with energy, and the light itself like lights and flares out, illuminating the whole like dust bowl crater of the ruins in sickly red light. You hear, and you don't feel as you're flying, but you hear thunderous echoes of the earth below you as fissures begin to splinter and snake off of the initial fissure all across, like starting at the ruins but breaking long back behind you, and you can hear the screams of those caught in its wake, but you're focused and driving towards the gate. Using your action to dash?
Yeah.
Okay. Alana.
I'm still hanging tight.
Okay.
Nope, still
Valentine?
hanging tight.
Russian, baby. Just still Russian.
And Hondo? Gotcha. Beautiful.
How close do you think we are? Like me in particular.
You are 2 rounds off.
How many feet would that be?
We're talking from the edge of my battle map, like we're between 500 and 600.
Okay. Totally fine. Keep going.
Mary and Alana, at the end of this round, I'll start with Gordon in a second, but at the end of this round, Mary and Alana, you will be on what is considered the battlefield. Usually you're the first ones in action. You would reach the furthest range of what this battlefield is considered. At the end of this, if you were to dash. So just keep that in mind since we come to you in a second. Gord, is there anything you're doing on the back of Hondo, or just holding tight one more round?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Mary. Actually, before you take your action... Actually, no, sorry, I take that back. You have to be at where you end your action for more information.
Okay. I'm going to call back to Alana. Allie, I know Kyle and I were chatting. We think you used your lightning bolt, but not your call lightning. Those are 2 different things.
I did
make a giant storm in the sky. The one is like a concentration spell that's like make a giant storm in the sky, and you can use your action to chuck lightning bolts in the ground over and over and over again.
Oh.
And we know you.
That's
we know
different
you
than
use
the lightning bolt of Stormcrag.
Oh, I thought I
Yeah.
used it already too.
I
thought I
couldn't
used
remember
it
it.
prior.
I couldn't remember it. Leah can remember. So if anyone else recalls,
In this fight, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Lightning.
Because that you can do at a big distance, and it does
Okay.
kick-ass damage in a storm, which we're in. So my thought is, if I call back to you, to suggest you to chuck it as far as you can forward over where they all are, and start
That's
using
cool.
your actions to lightning the shit out of whoever's there.
Yeah.
Well, I will
Okay.
give you the range in one moment here.
Okay.
So you can summon the storm, which is a 60-foot radius, which basically covers the whole gate battlefield, within 120 feet. So at the end of this, like at the end of Mary's turn, when she dashes, when it comes to your turn, you can summon and call down lightning on your turn.
Okay.
Within range. Like it'll work out pretty much perfectly.
Okay.
Because then at least you can be doing that while we're getting closer.
Okay.
I
thought I
am
had
the
already
storm.
used it, but I guess not.
I think you have
couldn't
like
think
3
of-
different lightning flavored things, and I
Yeah.
think we all get them confused.
I know,
Yeah.
I know, because I know for sure the last time I used bolts. I definitely
Yes.
threw bolts at,
You
people.
use your like Storm's Fury thing to become
and the
storm.
avatar.
True.
Became
You
the Storm
use that.
Avatar.
You've
You
also
used lightning
used
bolts.
Stormcrag. Yeah.
It's the Stormcrag
Yes.
lightning bolt. And then there's another feature that is to summon the storm itself as call lightning.
Okay.
The only disadvantage to call lightning is it costs your action to bring down lightning.
I was saying
okay.
that, like, you may as well use it if you're out of range of anybody.
Yeah.
However, it deals 3d10 and an additional d10 if it's stormy out, which it is. So you can do 4d10 lightning
4d10.
damage to you pick a point. Anybody within 5 feet makes a dex save.
Okay.
It's concentration, so getting hit could potentially drop hit, but your con save is pretty good. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
Okay.
So, Mary, at the end of your turn, do you do the full dash? Is there anything you do before you get into this range?
No, I think I'm just the range then would be 100 and something feet out, right?
Roughly. Hard to gauge precisely to the gate itself.
Okay.
But you're within.
Do we think there's enough wind and shit that it's gonna fuck with projectiles?
Out to a certain range, yes, but with your longbow, you should be fine.
Okay. As long as I'm not within my long range of the longbow, I'm assuming.
Basically, as long as if you're within your first range, you're fine. Your disadvantage range is likely to miss target. Like it's going to get swept up.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm just gonna dash and get basically hold and wait for Alana to be able to fuck
She's
shit
right
up.
after you. So
Yeah.
As you get into position, Allie, you call the storm over top of where do you center the storm? Is it over top of the gate or over top of like the heart of the ruins?
Ooh. Probably over the gate.
Okay.
Yeah, if that's what
Yeah.
they're. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with your action, your passives, all you can see would be the single figure silhouetted by the energy of the gate. You only see one target. Pardon me.
Can she do the thing now? Like, can she summon the storm and do a bolt? Sick.
Yeah. So you summon the storm, and you begin, like, it's already stormy, so it's like you're not exactly sure what's happened, but you can feel a connection to the storm in the sky now. You watch as some of the clouds, rather than being swirling and moving, they hold still and they almost drop and center over the battlefield, and you can just feel the rumbling thunder in the sky above is reflected within your chest, and you can feel a connection to, like, with like a flex, you go summon a lightning bolt. Do you do so?
Bam, I do.
Boom, baby.
And rather than strike the target, you see it
A dome?
enter over top of the dome. All of you
might have-
see, with all of your perceptions, even at distances, you watch it shatter, or not shatter, but you watch it strike into and illuminate with blue energy over a dome that encompasses a significant distance around the gate. Mary, with your passive perceptions and investigation, you can see several other figures illuminated by the lightning bolt that just struck these barriers. There are 7 other figures, including, not including the Harbinger at the heart of the gate, who are seemingly focused and controlling their interests on a barrier that immediately, as the lightning dissipates, you see vanish. With the faint
Gotta kill those guys.
patter of rain across it.
I don't think we had a dragon that could help with this.
I will point out they are on the other side of the barrier.
They're on the
They're
inside?
through the barrier?
They're on the inside of the barrier.
Motherfuckers.
Why would they be
Okay.
on the outside? That's not the safe place.
Because maybe they, I don't know. Raymond likes his privacy when he's doing this kind of stuff.
That is the end of Alana's turn. Takes us to Valentine.
Keep dashing forward. We see the range of this little guy.
You are, like, these guys are basically right at the foot of the battle. You would be at the end of this round. At the end of your next round, you'll be in line with where they are now, because you're 1 round back.
Okay. Not within 120 feet, still far away.
You're still outside of 120 feet. You'd be within like 500 if you wanted to like teleport or dimension door.
Nah.
But with outside of
keep
120, yeah.
Oh, you got it. Keep
Finally,
going.
Hondo dashing.
Yep.
Okay. Hondo dashes again. Valentine dashes again. So, the energy of the game. It has been 5 rounds, but this would be the 5th round. And there were how many rounds before? So I have to do a couple of checks for myself here.
Boo. You suck.
One moment, please.
Hondo, while DM does this, what's your strategy? What are you thinking here?
Those are some good checks.
Going for the floating guys.
Well, they're inside a globe of invulnerability, so what are we going to do here? What are you going to do?
Well, I mean, my options are, I go for because if he's acid resistant, then a wing attack might be my option.
Problem is we gotta get there first.
We got to get through this little thing.
Sorry, 1 second.
When we get closer, we can see if damage affects it.
I mean, I'm just looking at the actions. I can create a tide.
I think you can teleport inside these things, or dimension door inside these things, which would
But you
be
can't do that with the dragon.
reckless AF for you two, though, for Brawley and Mary.
Well, once we get in there, we can also beat the shit out of the people who are doing it
Keeping
more
it
than
up.
anyone else.
Oh god.
Mary, give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, bad. My first roll was a 2. So.
Okay.
Not great.
Okay, great. Great, no problem. So, top of the round. What's over here? Gord, is there anything you're doing on the back of Hondo as you're within now at this stage about 500 to 600 feet of the rest of your party here? Is there anything you're doing in this stage, or are you holding?
Still holding.
Great. Mary, you are now basically on the front of the battlefield. You are within 100 feet, but you know the barrier to be about the edge of the barrier, and you can now see one of these figures is kind of in the middle of the fissure, kind of open standing, but they were previously kind of covered in shadow. Now that you're right here, you can see that they're right there within about 60 feet. The barrier itself seems to encompass a large section, about half of this previous battlefield.
Okay. Turn to Alana. Say, okay, you ready to fuck up some mages?
Let's do this.
Okay, I'm gonna grab her and dimension door her, or the both of us. I'm gonna put us right beside whoever I can see, so that she can beat the shit out of them.
Yay!
Okie dokie then.
Oh God, Dimension Door Gem is used.
Okay, a couple of things are going to happen here.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
First thing is I need to switch my lighting and change over to a battle cam, so give me 2 seconds to do that.
Hold, please.
I'm going to get my
hold.
dragon, because that's a part of this battle now. And I'm going to put Gord on top of it, and then I'm going to do some other stuff behind the scenes, so give me like 2 minutes.
All right, everyone chill.
Okay.
Brawl uses the call lighting from Stormbreaker.
It's still up. You just have to keep concentration. So once this
Hondo
dome
is
comes
a
down,
dragon. Yeah. Cord is on the dragon. Val is flying, but wings will fail probably in like 10 minutes. Dimension Door Gem is used. Great. Cool. This is it, gang. Maybe we don't even have to go to hell. Maybe we just kill him here. Finish him off. We don't know where Throat Tier is. We don't know where Egoth is.
so I mean, this is better than my existing theory, which I told Kyle about, and he kept a very straight face, which was the kraken that they brought it back using the score charts.
Like they got it somehow. They like broke
Uh-huh,
in.
like they fucked up the sanctuary, got the score chart,
Oh,
brought the
that would've been
cat kraken
so sad.
back. That was my theory.
It wasn't until literally this tonight I was like, oh, what if it's fake? I was just like, I was like, can a kraken fly? How would they be flying it?
I thought
And
it would be
then-
levitated down by something.
Yeah,
But then
that's
when
what I was
he
thinking.
was like, oh, these 10 guys are there, I was like, oh shit, okay, so the play is gonna mean kill these 10 guys, and then maybe the kraken will be easier to manage, or like maybe they are marionetting it.
I was also thinking it was like a Trojan horse too, where they were inside of it.
Ooh, maybe they
Right.
are. Honestly, maybe they are.
Yeah.
That could be intense. Hondo, you'll have to be careful with this acid that you don't murder us.
I won't do acid. I mean, if I can just do a lot of bites and
Mhm.
not that.
Also, you gotta stay the fuck away from Raymond, because he's who dispelled you last time.
Yes.
This is a good point.
But if he does do that, it means he breaks his concentration on all this stuff.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to sacrifice myself so he breaks concentration?
I mean, all the time, yeah. All the time. But
We're
not
gonna
Gord.
see
Gord is
what-
so vital to the world being safe, so you can't sacrifice Gord.
No, we gotta see how fast we can get the barrier down. I mean, if Allie can fuck up these mages strong enough, heavy duty enough.
I have a dispel scroll, but I don't know how that would work. There's a bunch of them doing it.
Yeah, it depends on I don't know what the DC would be on something like this, because normally it's just the spell level, but this is probably not like a normal level spell.
Yeah,
right?
not one guy's thing. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh. I had no idea how we were going to fight a kraken. It's like, I don't know. I'm going to try and Eldritch Blast this thing. Maybe in 1,000 turns it'll be dead. Oh my god. How dare you?
Okay.
Look at this.
Mary and Alana, you guys teleport in. As you can see yourselves right in the front there, right beside this single figure, this mage that is directly in combat with both of you. You arrive, leaving Mira outside the barrier, well outside the barrier, casting the spell as your action, Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And arriving here directly beside them. There's a momentary flash on their faces. They weren't expecting you to immediately be here. And you see this, their masked face, but you can see the whites of the eyes that's been within the mask. And there's a moment of fear before resolve forms. And there's a series of held actions here that get unleashed upon you. The warlocks have to maintain their concentration, but they still have an action that they can use to make an attack against either of you as you make your way in as the first people to cross the threshold immediately. Their focus, I should say, there are 1, 2, 3, 5 who have immediate line of sight on you as you come in. So they are all 5 of them going to I guess you have your one guy right there, don't you? So if they don't want to, do they want to hurt him? Are they okay with hurting him?
They wouldn't want to hurt their friend. That's the thing.
They can't hurt him, actually.
Looks like their plans are end.
No.
We'll have to play it safe.
What they're going to do is hold a little longer as 2 other figures that you did not see previously, hidden expertly, rise from their cover, shake the shadows from their form, and fire at both of you with held crossbows at advantage. We'll do the first one at Mary. That's a 28.
Oof, yeah.
And if this target has advantage on attack and you have and it hits you, it's a critical hit.
Yep.
And against Alana, it is a 35. So
Jesus.
Yep, that hits.
both definitely hitting both of you. It's a critical hit against both of you as crossbow bolts one Mary from behind into the small of your back. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws for me.
Three? 24? 24.
Success.
17.
Also a success.
Is Kyle just rolling damage right now? Scary damage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Why is it taking so long?
It's a lot of dice.
How much dice is it?
13, 14. Oh. You both resist the poison effect, and that poison damage is not doubled as a result of your saving here. But the rest of the damage is, for a total of 86 points of damage to both of you.
Isn't Alana resistant to poison?
So, yeah, you're right. So 13 less of that to Alana. So 73 to Alana, 86 to Mary.
I'm under 100 again.
As a bonus action... Oh, no, they have a held action, so they don't get their bonus action. However, both of you have eyes on your targets who rise from the shadows to shoot at you. Mary, in the small of your back, you feel this warmth of poison begin to seep in, but this stab, it gets right perfectly between like your waist and your chest plate, and you feel every motion begin to stab and like almost like paralyze you, with that every movement becoming painful as you turn your head back around to the ruins that are immediately behind you. And stepping from the shadows, you can see a familiar assassin form, an Eldrazi Eldrazi trained assassin, I should say, but where they're masked. You know, they have like kind of a lower face mask, and their eyes are shadowed and blacked out. She pulls the mask down, and you see a drow, a familiar drow, pointed ears, and a face of pure hatred, as Talia, from long ago, returns the favor of betrayal.
Talia's what, like pre-stream episode
early
10 maybe? This is someone we fought maybe 140 episodes ago.
Former ally.
Evenfall. She's Evenfall.
Evenfall, you're right. Oh my god.
She's Alexander's cousin.
Alana, as you take a shot to almost to the gut, like it kind of in the same way, gets just below the breastplate and like you're under your protections. They're called shots. They picked these particular points that are weaker, but that are going to impair your movements. This is a precise, perfect shot, and you're so tough you're able to withstand the worst of it. But this would have felled normal men. And you look across to see a spiteful face, a half-elf left to his own devices as you joined a new troop. His former brother slain, his sister chosen to walk away, as Caloral, your half-elven Champions Guild ally, seems to have chosen a darker path.
Oh no.
They both begin to reload, tuck into the shadows as a held action. It's still technically initiative here. I have to decide what these warlocks are going to do, because they can't hurt you, as you're right. You called directly to be right beside this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a held action, but he wouldn't have been holding a melee attack, because that would be crazy. He is going to be holding a spell, though. A spell effect would make sense. And in this moment, casts darkness surrounding the three of you in this space.
He casts a spell?
He does cast a spell.
I'm using my reaction to hit him.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck this guy.
He casts darkness around both of you.
Do I hit him with a natural 18 plus a lot?
No. No, you don't.
Okay.
I don't think you do.
Just take him down right here. Oh yeah, look at this shot.
Do I get sneak attack? Because the Lana's right there?
Yes.
Okay.
Look at this map.
Oh no, that's a lot of damage. Okay, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, plus 29 points of damage.
29. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be... Who's this guy? This guy is... Skeletal guy. Where are you? Hat. That's right. 29. Okay, great. super fun. He's not happy about that.
How does that work with concentration?
He has disadvantage based on your...
He has disadvantage, but I'm hitting him as he's casting the spell. I know it's a concentration spell. Does he need to make a con save?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And he has disadvantage because I'm me.
Yeah.
Sick. Double
Mage
sick.
Slayer.
Not enough. Oh, wait. 29. Yeah, half of 29. It would be 14 because we would round down.
Mm-hmm.
He rolls a 12.
Oh, big. These are big moves out here. Bye, darkness. Just a flicker of darkness, but Mary's little shines through.
Instant darkness does not proc. And you see where you had startled him, and he just like self-preservation took hold as both of you stood beside him. Fear was taken away, and his darkness falls immediately. He looks damaged and hurt, but that is his held action. The others can't do theirs yet, or are going to hold at least theirs, as that was your reaction.
Yes.
And the end of
this is all still my turn. Can I use my bonus action?
Yes. Sorry. Yes, you're right.
I'm going to second wind.
Okay.
Oh, so it's going down.
It gets me health back. So
sorry.
I'm not going to action search yet.
I was like, are we doing this?
No, give it a sec. So I'm going to heal myself. Go ahead with whoever's turn's next.
Okay. Well, it comes to their turn next, which is great. This guy who has already had his concentration drop, he is no longer of use in this case. So he is going to immediately try and cast Banishment on both of you.
Cool.
I need a charisma save from both of you.
You guys are very charismatic.
Mary, I think you have an advantage if it's within 5 feet of you with that same Mage Slayer.
Yeah, I do.
So you have advantage on this charisma save.
Oh no, 14.
That is not going to do it, unfortunately.
Okay, I rolled a 16 and an 18 on the dice. But my charisma save is only a +1, so 19.
That's a success.
Nice. I'll kill that guy.
Unfortunately, you don't have your reaction to try and instantly remove this effect. And you watch Alana pop out of existence here. Allie, what is your con saving throw bonus?
+10.
So you took 76 points of damage. Half of that would be 35, 37. So there's no way you can make a concentration check without any additional bonuses. So unfortunately, Call Lightning does fall at this point.
Okay.
But it's also, the dome is going to stop it from working in this case anyways.
Okay.
And you are sent away. As this guy is going to... there.
Just did a couple pre-rolls with my rose dice. It's not feeling it tonight, guys. We're gonna have to shelve it. It's not
that rose dice is just purely ornamental.
It's scary.
At this point.
It's scary. It's getting in my head. Can't trust it. Oh yeah, way better. This one's good.
Okay. That is his turn. Now several others are going to fire on Mary.
How did I end up in a space by myself again?
Well, you did it to yourself. That's the real
I
thing.
I did do it to myself. I had Allie with me.
Yeah.
4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 2 of them are immediately going to send green flame as balls of green flame towards you. You need 2 dexterity saving throws from you, Mary.
Okay. One's a natural 1.
That's a failure.
The other one is a 16 plus 6, so 22.
Okay, so you succeed on the second, but fail the first. So you take 23 points of fire damage.
Oh my god.
and 11 for 34 points of fire damage as these not quite full fireballs, but like miniature almost fireballs of green flame that begin to like wrap around you, and you begin to kind of like dodge, and you're on precarious footing here, as you can kind of see in this slightly closer shot. You're just on this rock in the kind of fissure area, and like your footing is a little off, but you're still managing to hold your own, though you are now, you see, alone for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be the warlocks. The others are going to hold their actions. Alana, as we come to your turn, unfortunately, you are in another space. It is dark, and all you really see in this other space, in the darkness, you just see the flash of Calorel's face, and you can feel, the burning in the gut of that shot, but there's a burn in your heart of like, you're hoping it's not really him. But you know those eyes, you know his face so well.
I'm just yelling in the void. I'm like, brother, why? What have you done?
It echoes off of boundless void energy, and you see nothing or hear nothing but echoes back. Is there anything you want to take, like, a second wind or something like that in this moment?
Yeah.
Where you do have those kind of actions?
Yes, I will do a second wind since I'm hurting.
Mm-hmm. I also remind you have that Dwarven Fortitude feature.
What's that?
I think when you take the dodge action, you can roll hit dice.
Oh, yes.
If I remember correctly, that's something you took a couple levels ago.
Yeah, if I keep rolling.
So, like, you can't do anything else with your action, so you could take the dodge action. And I think, you just keep rolling like a video game, just like tuck and roll.
Yeah, you spend one hit die to heal yourself, plus your con.
You could get that back as well, if you wanted to heal up a little bit more.
You could do both.
You could do both as an action, bonus action, so.
Okay, so I just got 18 back from second wind.
Sick.
Yes, that's a great roll. So as you kind of figure out the healing there, unfortunately there's nothing more you can do in this banished state, so that is going to end your turn. Okay. And we will come to Valentine. You see all of this happen. Your perception score is very high, and there's now nothing really obstructing your vision but the storm. And all this is illuminated in light, and you can now see Mary kind of dancing for her life solo again. But I would ask for another perception check or investigation check of your choice.
Perception. It's all right. 22, I think. What is that on the dice?
Oh, sorry. Disadvantage for the storm again.
No problem.
So 22 is the first one.
It's the exact same, 22.
Beautiful. I love that. So where Mary dives in, and you see them like leave Mira. Mira like takes off to the sky, just to kind of hover over the battlefield. And you see both of them, familiar dimension door, into the fray. There is, with 22, a section of this barrier is dropped. You see, like, for a brief moment where there's rain is kind of just pattering against the exterior of this dome. It's very difficult to make out the depth perception of it, but in a section on the right side, you can see it's falling straight through. There's a section on the right side that is open from this dropped concentration.
I will radio the boys on the dragon that there is a section open on that side.
Perfect.
I'll start flying towards it.
Okay.
Maybe go 60 feet.
Your round is still going to not put you on the battlefield yet, but you can start angling towards the right when you do arrive. And what I could basically say is, if you use your action still to like dash at the end of this round, I would put you kind of over in this section over here, if you're coming in right.
How many feet away do you think I am now?
At the start of this turn, you are basically a full round of dashing. So like you are a 200 to 300.
Yeah, I still can't do spells from that distance. Okay, then yeah, I'll just note that, tell the boys, and then just keep rushing to get to that little ruin section there.
Okay. And how high up do you want to be?
I would like to try and still be hiding behind that ruin. So maybe I just like fly to the top of that.
So the top of it is not, and I'm going to put you kind of just here then.
Cool.
It's not particularly high. You're about 15 feet at that height. Maybe like 20 at the highest peak. Is that cool?
Yep. Would I be within healing word range of Mary?
Let me get you numbers. 45?
Yeah, I think that's it, right? Let me just check. Healing word 60, yeah?
Okay, great.
I am going to, because I'm pretty worried about you, use a level 5 healing word.
Jesus.
Oof. Big healing word.
I don't want you to die. You're kind of important. But pretty average. Just 18.
Okay. Thank you.
You heal 18. Val, that is the end of your turn.
I'll be like, Mary, what are you doing?
You got me in the triple digits again.
Hondo, you are still a full round back. However, all these rounds of dashing, I'm going to freely give you back your Dragon's Breath. It's been so many rounds, statistically, you would have rolled a 6. Let's just not go through the process of it. But you are still one round back of a full dash of reaching the battlefield. So, unless there's anything you want to do there, but I think that makes sense. Top of the round. Let's see here.
This map is sick, by the way. I know we said off the top, but the top-down view is sick. It looks like the map, but it's this.
So the top of the round. Okay, great. Alana is missing. Yep.
Yeah, Mary, you gotta kill that guy.
I'm
Or hit him
trying.
You gotta kill him.
Mary, you're the only one on field.
Yeah.
Once again.
Yeah.
Hello. Back again.
Oh, she just hates you so much.
I know.
She wants to charge at you. And okay, this is what I'm gonna
She's
do an
not
emphasis.
stupid. She knows that's a bad idea.
But I'm gonna do my own emphasis roll because that hatred has been festering for so long. I want to see if she would be like. I want to see what is more interesting here. If the 20 hits, the closer to 20, she runs at you. Closer to 1, she's smarter and holds back.
Okay.
The dice rolls are 15 and
Talia.
8. 15 is closer
Hell
than
yeah.
8 is. And she breaks
Come
cover.
Get it.
Not before breaking cover. She's going to shoot you first.
Yeah, of course she is.
From
She wants the
cover.
smoke. Just come get it.
From cover with advantage. She's going to, take a shot. Actually, no. You know what? She's going to use that cover from where she was to. She climbed the top up here and dives down in for the fight, and comes at you with her scimitar. But the first thing is to hit you is a whip that she whips out
Cool.
at advantage. That'll be the one that it's at advantage. Yep, that's gonna hit you for 20. 26.
Mm-hmm.
That hits you for. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Sure. I'm good at these.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
These succeed. Shit. So the first whip, she as she's leaping through the air, she whips out and slashes across your face just as you look up to catch her, and you feel it like cut across your cheek as she tumbles and lands and slashes out with the scimitar. The whip deals 22 points of damage to you.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
That's with sneak attack on top of that because it was the first attack. Scimitar, she slashes at you for 20 to hit.
Nope.
Slashes across, but she's like on her knees slashing up, and you manage to parry that away. And then as this fastest like bonus action, you watch the whip get stowed and a hand crossbow. She just like tap fires like gut level. That's gonna be what's that? Fucking 23.
23 is my AC.
So that one does hit. I need another con save from you.
Yeah. It's not as good of a roll. My con's good. 18.
Oh, Jesus, you're getting close on that one. You succeed, but you take 9 points of piercing damage as the bolt does graze across you. But you can feel the poison in that one as you manage to like resist it from its graze. It just barely nicked you, and it was you know that poison. That's a dangerous poison.
Mm-hmm.
Not damage, but its effect. That is her action, bonus action, whole 9. She's going to stand beside you and hopefully just try and rip you apart.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how that plays out as the rest of these fellas hide in the shadows. And we'll come to the Harbinger of Famine.
Oh no.
Mary, you're now too focused on Talia and fire and Elena being, dispelled. You don't catch this with all the battle. But Valentine, in your position, you can see across through the, it's an invisible barrier. It's a little distorted, but you can see another gem sink in fully. You can see a second one that Raymond has these tethers of energy he's kind of holding to the two top corners. One is sunken in. The other is on the precipice. It is one round from being sunk. And there's another that he actively is like setting into place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is his action. Do I really want to be a shit to Mary? Or does he take self-preservation? No, he doesn't like you. You're bad business. He knows you're too smart. You're too strong. He is going to cast another spell at Mary.
I'm not within range, am I?
No, I need to be blocked by the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
And you're well over 60 from him. With the black staff, he winds up and sends just rippling black and green energy into your side. Another Constitution saving throw from you.
Okay.
No, I'm married. Let's go.
You. 1 second. I gotta use my second Indomitable.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a natural 1.
Yep. You got to.
And that's a natural 19.
Way better. Way better.
So that's a 28.
Okay. Takes it from 42 points of necrotic damage down to 21.
Okay.
As a blight ripples through your form, you buckle to one knee for a second as it like strikes into the back of your leg as you're mid like combat with Talia. But he uses his action to that and then just like continues his like focus on what he's doing. It doesn't cost his action as it's already underway. Does he have any bonus actions that I want to use? No, we're good there. Okay, that ends. Raymond, Gord, on the back of Hondo. You are still one round out from reaching here, but you're within 500 feet. Do you do anything from the back of Hondo's dragon form?
I shall cast Shadow of Moyle.
Okay. On
What is
yourself?
that?
I'll send
What does
it.
that one do?
Yeah, drop that into the chat there.
I like it.
I just want to make sure it doesn't hurt Honda.
That'd be amazing. Flame-like shadows with your body. Shadows turn dim light within 10 feet of you into darkness. Until it's balanced, you have resistant to radiant. In addition, whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits with an
Awesome.
attack, shadows lash out of the creature dealing.
This isn't
2d8.
concentration, is it, Brock?
I was just about to say, I think it's concentration.
Oh, it is.
Because
Yeah.
you're concentrating on true polymorph.
Make him drop it. They both plummet from the sky.
Ooh, that'd be sweet.
You can hold an action too if Hondo gets you
Yeah.
closer.
Can I hold that then until like we go in and land or something?
You can,
But,
it
I
would just
mean,
be
you're-
dropping the dragon.
Yeah,
Oh,
like the
that's
dragon
right.
can still
That's
be
right.
super useful in a fight. So like you could hold just like an Eldritch Blast until you're close enough to do something, because like
Or
fuck it, it's a cantrip.
non-concentration spell.
It doesn't work. Or a non-concentration spell. Just let Hondo bite like 2 people.
Think of Eldritch Blast like you're shooting a gun. You're shooting a Mando pistol, but it's
Isn't
like
that
5
how we
shots.
flavored it?
Yeah,
For some
basically.
people it is. Some people can do finger gun shots. I do it from like my sword.
You've got like other useful spells, like Freedom of Movement is non-concentration. Gives you like no penalties in difficult terrain. You can't be paralyzed or restrained. That's
I
like
feel like
just-
that's going to be good
one.
against the fucking poison.
Fire Shield is not concentration and does kind of the similar effect of hurting people when they hurt you.
Actually, I was thinking about that. So yeah, I'll do Fire Shield.
Okay, do you
Cool.
choose the cold or the hot shield?
Damn.
Because essentially you can deal cold damage or deal fire damage.
Ooh, these
But
guys
also-
might be.
You choose which damage you're resistant to.
Hull damage, baby.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
smart.
take the warm shield or a chill shield as you choose. The warm shield grants you resistance to cold. So the chill shield grants you resistance to fire, and it'll deal 2d8 cold damage to anyone
Nice.
who hits you.
Sick.
Okay. Non-concentration, but it does cost your action, but you have nothing else to do with this turn. So keep that in mind. So if I hit you, you automatically deal that damage to them.
Sick.
Within melee.
Mm.
This
keep
works
that-
because I watched Aquaman the other night, and like when he rides in on that like giant crab thing, that's how I feel
God.
right. I gotta
Yeah, baby.
try.
It's just the same. It's the
Be
exact
my
same.
crab.
Okay, Gord, that's the end of Gord's turn. Mary, we come back to you.
Okay, can you
Trying to
remind me
tell
on the
you.
map where that fucker who banished Alana went?
Yes. Sorry, let me pull up the overhead view. It's a big map, so it's hard to
Yeah.
see. He's right here behind this part of the ruin. He's right there. So
Okay.
at a quick glance, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's about 20 feet, 20, 25 feet
Okay.
away from you.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna rip the crossbow bolt out of my back.
Yep. It hurts.
Yep. Fuck, I don't want it in there. It hurt more to leave it in. I'm gonna look to Talia, and I'm like exasperated at this point with her, and just fucked your cousin. And I'm gonna disengage and go out to that dude,
God,
And-
Valentine hears that.
beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, you disengage as a bonus action, so she can't get attack of opportunity. And
Yep.
You get right up on him. You can't see, but you are in melee with
Yep.
him.
Yep. I need to get Alana back.
As you move and break away from Talia and head towards him, another warlock on the far side is going to rip her hellfire at you. So I need a dex save as you begin running towards this guy.
It's a 25.
Okay, you take 11 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And you just barrel through, dodging through fire,
I'm
and
so
running
low
towards
again.
this guy.
Oh,
Dual
God.
blades out. Do you already have your shield active around you this whole battle? Like your
Yeah, I
Okay.
can. If you're okay with it, like as soon as I'm not resting,
No,
there's
yeah.
no time. It's just on forever.
Toss it out.
No, I just
Yeah.
I couldn't remember, and it makes sense, but I just want to
Yeah.
make sure.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. You get
Okay.
up on him.
First tap. Natural 16 plus affliction
Natural
Which is-
16 is going to hit.
plus 15.
Yep, absolutely. He's going to use a reaction to fiendishly rebuke you.
Yeah.
I need a con save from you.
Jeez. 23.
Nice.
Success. You take 11 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my god. Okay. Yep.
They're going to will you down.
I know.
I don't like it.
But go ahead and deal damage.
That's 13 for the first hit.
13 points of damage. Where does this guy have?
Con save with disadvantage, please.
13.
I mean, I
points of-
bet he can't even really get less than 10, but
No, he absolutely can.
okay.
Yeah. These are just the low guys. You know, these aren't the big guys. Disadvantage con save.
Mhm.
That's 5. That's a failure. Banishment dissipates. Alana returns with her back to Talia.
Oof. Nice.
Sorry, Alana.
That's huge.
But this guy is before you. He looks very bloodied, but still standing. But you watch that focus, that concentration, just immediately just like fall from his eyes, and he's just he's already used like fiendish rebuke. He's like still focused on like trying to pull the energies of his pact towards you, his revenant status. But he's still standing.
Okay, I'll hit him again. We'll try to at least. That's a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Minimum damage. It's only 10.
He's still standing.
Okay, last one. 26.
Hits.
Better. That's 14 damage.
Yeah, he's got just a hair of health.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. No, there's no sneak on any of that, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, there would not be.
And I've already used my bonus action. That's it.
You still have 10 feet of movement if you want to get on the other side of him. Or
Sure, I'm going to put
if you care
him
about
to
it.
be a nice little barrier between my Talia and myself.
Okay. And I will say, as you cross the other side, you find the edge of the barrier.
Okay.
Right on the other side of this ruin is like where it begins to curve up to. You can kind of see that other lady up in the top right, with this little kind of circle around her. It starts to curve in that direction, so you can now see like it's a pretty wide circle, but around there, Val, is where you saw that section fall away. Kind of up by the rock in the top right. Okay, Mary, that's the end of your turn. The warlocks go. The one in front of you, Mary, has very little left, but is going to 1, 2, 3. No, he's got nothing left. He is going to just try. He draws a scimitar, and you watch as he draws, just like fire begin to flare on it, and he just like tries to make a scimitar attack against you.
Okay.
Comes at you for nothing. It misses. Don't worry about it. Alana, the warlocks don't want to hit Talia. Yeah, you know what? They don't care about Talia that much.
Talia sucks.
She'll be fine. We're gonna sling 3 hellfire blasts towards you and Talia. She's evasion, so she'd be fine. So I need 3 dexterity saving throws from you, Alana.
Okay, one sec.
That's a success. That's a success. Oh, that is actually possibly a failure.
Uh, 21, 2, and 17.
Okay, so 2 successes, 1 failure there. You
That
have
2
not
sucks.
yet raged, so all this is going to be full damage. Let me roll. 1, 2,
Got one rage
Alana-
left too.
Alana does have advantage on dex checks against effects that she can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Now, what I'll
Would that work?
say is because she just popped back to existence
Sure.
here.
It's a little confusing.
Yeah, like it literally just happened the round before. If it was like even a couple extra rounds between, she's gonna be fine. It's not gonna be the end of the world, but it's some damage. So on the first success, you take 10 points of fire. It's a bad roll.
Okay.
On the failure, you take 28 points of fire.
Oh.
Ouch.
And on the third success, 12 points of fire.
Okay.
Talia also takes some of that because she failed her last one.
You suck, Talia.
How dare you? That's the warlocks. The others are going to hold their actions. Alana, we do come back to you.
Okay. Who is in front of me now?
As you kind of come back and you get your bearings, you don't see Cal anymore. Where you were looking to Cal, he's shifted into shadow, and you've lost sight of him. As you kind of turn to gauge the battlefield, as the fire blasts into you, and you're just trying to like dodge and duck and cover, you look back to what you think is Mary for a hot second before you realize that there's a drow woman here with a scimitar and a hand crossbow in hand, who is just like viciously looking towards Mary, then looks back at you, who just popped back into existence, and you watch as she takes a fighting stance against you. You're in melee with her.
Ooh, okay. I have one rage left, guys.
You should use it. This is scary.
Yeah. Okay. Rage, because
I think
now
so.
I'm mad. And I'll just, before I attack, I'll just yell to, like, the ether, like, Cal, you coward!
Ooh,
Love it.
And then
Good,
rage. Super rage.
I love it.
And then I'll use Stormbreaker and just, like, run at this woman.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make your first attack roll.
Okay. Okay, 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Okay.
She's lithe and fast and begins to duck and dodge. Dodges out of the way the first hammer swing. Second attack.
Okay, 28 to hit.
Yes, that one will do.
Okay. And 29 damage.
29. She's going to use a reaction as she dodges the first one. As you strike hard with the second one, you catch a bit of her, and she kind of does this nimble, kind of twisting dodge and flips backwards onto this side and like sets her feet back and moves just out of range. But she takes half of that for 14. She doesn't like how much damage she's taken already. It's not great. That is your 2 attacks, your bonus action. You have 30 feet of movement if you wish.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay, great. Holding your ground. Anzalina Stern Valentine, we come to you. I'll give you the full overview here.
So you described the gap. Is it top right over by that rock?
Yes, so it's kind of, you don't have a perfect idea, but you can kind of see it kind of follows the circle of these, of the blue target, like the warlocks. And there's a gap basically from this woman here around this rock to here. Like this whole section on the back side is open.
Okay. Oh, Valentine. What are we gonna do? Could I try and cast a spell through that if I fly in that direction?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's basically, and it's like it's open to the point at the top, like here, like it's like a band open like that.
Love it. So I'm gonna like jet to the right, I'm gonna try and stay out of counterspell range.
45, 50. 55, 60 would put you like on the cusp, like right at the opening line, right there.
Is that a woman right beneath me, like some sort of mage person?
Yes, it is one of these warlocks, in the same vein as the rest. You can be kind of up as high as you wish on the side.
Okay. I am gonna cast Silence at Raymond.
Okay. It is 5, 10, 15,
It has to be 120
50,
feet.
50, 55. Yeah, you are 70 feet away.
Oof.
You're safe from counterspell range. And this warlock does not stop you. You cast Silence. Of
It's
which
a
I'll just
20-foot sphere.
Yeah. I will use this there and mark that as a sphere of silence.
That is a great idea.
It wraps around him, and it does not seem to stall what is actively happening at the gate, in terms of like you've seen one of the gems like sink in. It doesn't seem to have stopped that, but
that's okay.
He can't cast most of his stuff while in the zone, at least for now. So that's you imagine he couldn't apply a new one. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
based on like your check from the last game, Egoth was applying them physically with like a blood like sacrifice. It seems like Raymond is applying these with an arcana based application. It's like a magical like transference. But it doesn't seem to slow, but he couldn't add a new one. So that's your concentration on that?
Yep, that's an
Okay.
action.
Mhm.
As a bonus action, can I shout something at him?
He won't hear it, but yeah.
So he can't hear. I guess he can't speak in there, but he can't
Yeah.
hear anything.
No.
Yeah,
You
I'm
could
gonna
do it
say
before. You could do it before.
that. Okay, maybe I'll do it before.
Yeah, you
I'm
could
gonna-
like do it and then cast.
I'm gonna yell at him. I'm gonna say, Raymond! And even if he doesn't turn or whatever, I'm gonna say this with 100% sincerity. I'm gonna yell, I'm sorry about Sonia. I'm sorry about your son. This won't bring them back. I'm gonna cast Silence.
Absolutely. I want to ask, do you mean this to, you say it with sincerity. Are you attempting to try and like, you want out of persuasion or deception or intimidation, are you trying to make a check to see if he will, see the error in his ways, or trying to get a rise out of him?
In my heart, Val thinks about Brawley and thinks about how destroyed he would be if something would happen to Brawley or something in the future, and it just like it breaks his heart. And so he says this in the hopes that maybe there is a shred of humanity left, and that that is something perhaps he's pushed aside. But if this can be a moment to reflect on that, he would say it.
Then throw me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
One, two. Okay. I'm going to add my Peerless skill to this.
Sure.
My Peerless skill is a D12 now. Not a D4. Oh no, hold on. Come on now. The original roll is 22. I rolled a 12 on the D12, so that's 34.
Wow.
Jesus.
The sincerity is true. You are reflecting your feelings that you have for Alana, and know that at a time, Raymond was not an evil man. He was just a man. And a brilliant one at that. And very likely loved this woman. And they had a child together and very likely loved them. And that is truly sad. And how far he has fallen. Those feelings ring true. Too far to read anything out of his reaction to it. But there seems to be like a bristling to the air around him. And he does look in your direction. And through
I was gonna say, as their eyes meet, then I would just like cast silence, like just with a little touch of Ethereus, just that like pops.
With barely eyes to speak of, there's two single like green flames in amidst void and shadow and horns. You can tell you struck a nerve of the humanity that is left within him. For better or worse, we'll find out. That is Valentine's action,
yeah, that's
bonus
me.
action,
That's it.
and movement. And Valentine's turn. Hondo, we come to you. This would be you guys would reach the map at the end of this round. So you could be on the map. Would you fly towards Alana, or would you fly towards Valentine? Val, did you let everyone? You did let everyone know.
Yeah, I told the boys there's a hole in the corner. Yeah,
So if you were to
everyone.
fly towards the right, you could reach the. You couldn't reach where Valentine is, but you could, on your next turn, fly up into that space. Would you maintain the right trajectory?
So, Brawley's on the left, and
Raleigh's right.
Valentine.
Raleigh's right in the middle, and you're with your perception in your dragon form, you just can't quite see where the barrier line is. You've been told it's there, and you see Valentine is like up onto the right, and seem to indicate that there's an opening on that side.
Okay, I'll go there.
Okay, so you are going to make that direction, but at the end of this turn, you're just getting to this point here. And how high up do you wish to be?
I'm going to say... Let me check quickly the range of my attacks. 10 feet. Oh, okay.
Could Kevin have been rolling to see if he gets his breath weapon back every round?
Oh, I gave it back.
Oh, okay.
He's definitely got it. After all these rounds, he has to. Like, it would be crazy not to.
Let's say 20 feet.
20 feet up? Okay. Cool. Flying in on the back of a dragon, you and Gord, or you are the dragon, but Gord with you. Coming in, end of the round. Comes back to the top. Let's see. We'll start with Talia. Talia turns up this way and can see Mary. Is not going to come into melee with you. It's going to do the smart thing. Load the crossbow. Take a shot. I guess she'll first hide around the corner. Mary, what's your passive perception?
I think it's 23? No, 22.
No, you know what? If she hides, she can't do that secondary shot. So she's just going to load fire. She'll get sneak attack because you're engaged with the warlock.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll accept that. First shot. Oh, it's a natural 1.
Hey.
Should have hidden, Talia, you dumbass. Second shot with the hand crossbow. She quick fires it. That'll hit. That's 24.
Okay.
Con save for you, please.
Mm-hmm. 21.
Success. You do not fall to the secondary effect of this hand crossbow. You take 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And an additional 22 in sneak attack.
Oh no. I'm unconscious. I had exactly that many hit points left.
31.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mary falls unconscious. That's interesting. Mary falls unconscious. Talia.
Can I try and cutting words it? I can do damage.
At the
I got
angle,
1 inspo left.
It also only just hit me, but
At the
we
angle
need to reduce by 3, but
you're at. What's the range? Because you're affecting Talia, right? Or it's the amount of damage you're reducing.
Cutting words is attack, ability check, or damage roll. So I could do attack, and it has to be 60 feet.
Let me double check where Talia
if it
was.
doesn't work, I have something that I misunderstood that I could do.
You are within, and you're at the barrier, at the gap in the line, so you could try and do either damage or the attack roll. So the attack roll is 25 to hit.
Mary, did you want to
damage
do
was
something, or do you want me to
31.
do it?
It's up to you.
Well, I mean,
I have something.
Why don't you do it? I
Okay.
think I'm gonna have to jump back in because my Wi-Fi
Yeah.
is shit and I can't even see you guys.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna jump back.
Okay.
In. 1 second.
Okay. I thought
Kyle, you'll have to let me
my
back in. I'll be right back.
Yep, that's fine.
I thought the Spirits of the Fallen was for some reason only melee damage, but it's not. It's just damage.
Just damage.
So I'm going to use Spirits of the Fallen.
Okay, great.
So okay, I'm up to 11 hit points.
Okay, so you are not unconscious. The spirits of the Valkyrie, they blast towards Talia at the last second and just keep you. And one of them like pulls you back to your feet from the brink of unconsciousness. You are standing still, but Talia now at the end of that round, like she rushes towards you with like she stows and draws 2 scimitars and she's coming for a kill shot. She's coming to put you down.
Yep.
That is. Where am I? That's her turn. There's the rest of them. Alana, from across here on this side, you see Cal pop out with a crossbow from a hidden position and fire on you. That is a 21 to hit you.
Yep, that hits.
I need a con save from you, please.
Okay. 17.
17 succeeds, so you take a quarter of the poison damage, which is nice. Let's see. So
You were not a barbarian when you knew this man. He does not know how fucking tanky you are.
It's true.
So 18 points of poison reduced to 9, reduced to 4. So you take 4 points of poison damage. And oops, that's not the right amount of dice. Sorry. And 18 reduced to 9 points of piercing damage with that shot. And he just calls out, "You fucking left me!" as he quickly fires with a bonus action. Actually, no, he's smarter than Talia, and he is going to use his bonus action to hide once more. Very well, he does. The others. Valentine, you see a figure kind of run out of cover here, leap across, and get up to here, and with a crossbow, fire up towards you.
So offensive.
He's not at advantage because he lost his. He's not hidden, obviously. He had to run across to get within range. He's not cleared anywhere good to hide. Straight roll of bad. 11 to hit.
It does not hit, unfortunately.
With a second shot, he just quick fires a hand crossbow. That's a natural 19 for 27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Got it. Advantage, right?
This is not This is
Okay.
Not concentration. This is just a con save.
21.
21 succeeds. You only take 7 points of piercing damage as it nicks you, but you feel the sting of poison there. That is that's some potent poison.
Oop.
That's action, bonus action.
Do I roll for concentration even though it was a 7?
Yes, so you still have to hit a 10 with advantage.
Okay, so I just can't hit double ones, so I'm good. 24.
Yep. Yeah, on that low, it's almost never going to happen, because what's your save?
10.
Yeah, so yeah, as long as it's not 2 1s, exactly, you're gonna be fine. Honestly, that's all he can do in that case. You don't get an immediate recognition from him. This clearly male. You can see taller, thicker, kind of broader shoulder than most like assassin figures, and clearly also with some significant rage towards you.
And who is it from my past? Who is it? Is it Rowan? Is it who would I have prevented?
If you get a little closer, maybe you'll find out.
Fuck, God.
It's Lackey number 7.
He was my favorite Lackey.
He hates you with all his might because he thought you slighted him.
Get in line.
Outside, yeah, they would. The other 2 assassins make themselves known. Outside of the barrier, we have tucked down in here, fires up at the dragon, and is gonna kind of come out of hiding, but can just hit you. 2 crossbow bolts are going to come towards the dragon. What's your AC, Kev?
This guy's gonna make Hondo's day.
My AC is 22.
22. Okay. They have advantage, and they have. You've not taken a turn in this combat. When they hit you, which they do with a 25, they get a critical hit against you. So you look down as this figure makes himself known and boom, fires up with a crossbow, and it catches you right in the wing joint, like kind of like what would be the elbow of a dragon. Make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
So
13.
13 plus should be pretty good.
My con.
Yeah.
Dragon Con's plus
7?
5.
Nope. Plus
If you're-
10. They're proficient.
Oh, saving throw plus 14.
Dragon stats, not your stats.
No, I'm looking at ancient black dragon.
Well,
Ooh,
you're an
adult black dragon.
you're an adult.
black dragon.
Damn.
I sent I sent the link to the chat here. It's still
Oh,
Plus
okay.
10 though. Yeah, plus 10.
You still succeed. So
Damn.
you do not take the full damage from the poison here, but it is still a critical hit. So it's like taking the full, but it's not as bad as it could be. So there's a lot of damage coming your way. Hang tight.
Oh, good.
So from the sneak attack,
No.
let's see. That. Oh. 37. So 55 points of
Oof.
piercing damage from the bolt.
Mhm.
And then an additional 23 points of poison damage
This guy sucks.
from that first bolt. From you see like this also kind of a kind of taller, broader figure. You can't quite make out too many more details as they're pretty much fully covered. And then they are going to make use their bonus action to hide in the shadows. Don't do a great job of it though. What is the Gord? You still see that he's hidden in the ruins for sure. What's the passive perception of the dragon?
Passive perception.
Yeah.
You also
If it
have
doesn't
blind
say,
sight.
oh,
Oh,
Yep.
passive's 21 and blind sight 60 feet.
Okay, both of you can still see this guy. Like he's hiding within the ruin. He's got cover, but you know where he is. As he kind of
He's a punk.
He comes up and like just kind of tucks himself up a little higher. The other across the way, you can barely see, hidden amongst the rubble, a shorter, a stout folk, either halfling, gnome, maybe dwarf, but looks slighter, is going to shoot. Also, you, Kev, and with a natural 18 is going to hit. It's another crit.
Oof.
As a result of being an assassin. Another Constitution saving throw, please, Kevin. Plus 10.
Come on,
Say
hit.
18? I thought 18 wouldn't hit.
He rolled
that's
an 18.
on the die.
Oh, okay. And the roll is
Wow. 2 on the dice.
That is not going to do it. That's a lot of poison damage.
Oh, God.
Because it's a crit, so 26, 52 points of poison damage.
does a black dragon happen to be resistant to poison damage?
Nope.
Black
I thought
dragons
that.
are acid.
It's acid.
And the bolt itself is
Can I not try to like dodge any of this?
No dragon.
Nope.
You're not Hondo. And
Dragons can dodge.
an additional 54 points of damage from
my
the bolt
God.
and sneak attack.
At least this
Like
isn't your
52
health.
and 54?
Yep.
How much health does an adult bat dragon have?
195.
Yeah. You still standing?
I'm barely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're great.
That damage goes to the dragon, Kev, not you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other guy over there is going to hide as well.
Does he have frightful presence as a dragon, Kyle?
Yes, but it's like part of his action. He uses frightful presence and then makes his melee attacks. So he has to
cool.
elect to use it in amongst his other attacks.
Cool.
You guys watch, both you and Gord watch as this kind of shorter figure, like halfling or gnome, you're not sure, runs up and hides up in here. You have an idea of where they are.
Who the hell are these people?
That ends their turns. Raymond again, and Valentine is really the only one to be focusing on this. But Alana, you also notice this as you're right there with no melee combatants immediately. The second gem that was slowly about to finish. 2 successful applications of gate gems. 2 of them are now permanent in the gate. And you watch a ripple of like energy of fire and lightning kind of like wrap around the gate itself. There are now 3 permanently applied and a third actively making its way closer and closer. With Raymond's turn, Valentine. He doesn't need to speak to send these attacks your way. But he does need to stay here. So he couldn't do that if he wants that last one to go, and that's more important. So he is going to send, like, kind of flicks the black staff in your direction, and you watch splinters of the staff itself fly in your direction. These long, black, almost like spears, fly towards you. It's a range of 100, so you're within range. The first one is 22.
Hit.
What did he say to me? What's he doing?
22 to hit you.
I will. Let me just see if I have any first left. One little thing. Yeah, I'll use a shield.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I think from where you are, can I move 10 feet out of this? You know, he's not going to bother. That's okay. You shield through it. He doesn't move to counterspell, so he can focus on maintaining this last gem. And is going to send a second one your way. Yes, sir. That's a 30.
Yep.
You suffer. The first one you deflect with your shield. Your arcane force kind of rippling it, and you watch it splinter like it's like a gnarled, blackened, hardened like root fire towards you. The second one pierces through and stabs into like the clavicle. Oof. 34 points of force damage.
Oh my god.
And it sticks in there, and you could feel immediately this necrotic kind of spread and sensation as it holds and like embeds in your form.
Oof. Okay, con saves?
That is a con save. What did I do you? 34?
Yeah.
So con save 17 at advantage.
Oof. Okay, first one is okay. It's all good. 29. It was almost in that one though. Oof.
So you take the damage. You can feel there's a secondary effect that is kind of like you can just feel this like pulse.
Well, that's not good.
But that's his full action. He's just going to do that, and he has nothing he's going to do there. That ends his turn as he maintains focus on one more round of this gem. Gord, we come to you. You're atop the dragon. All of the targets inside the bubble can't be hit, but you do know this guy's position and this guy's position. You don't have direct line of sight on them, as long as you stay on top of the dragon. But you could, in theory, dismount and do stuff. You're only 20 feet off the ground, so it's not crazy. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna stay on the dragon and just kind of shield myself.
Okay, great.
You know.
You want to hold an attack once Hondo gets you in range? Or hold a
Yeah,
spell?
Eldritch Blast, baby.
You got it. Just holding Eldritch Blast for a likely target once Hondo gets you in range. Sounds good. Mary, we come to you. You are not prone as I have you on the board right now because you did not go unconscious. But you are on death's door. Talia is salivating for the kill. And that warlock you've been fighting is still standing as well, though he is barely standing. He would love to run away from you if it wouldn't kill him.
I'm gonna deal with his warlock so I don't have to think about him anymore.
Sure.
Yeah, I probably hit. I think it's only like a 19.
A 19 does hit. He's going to use the reaction to hellish rebuke you.
No!
Make a con save.
Ugh.
Does it happen after you hit the person?
Yeah.
So what if I kill him?
Yeah, so you didn't murder him?
I suppose I see what you're saying. It's on the trigger of being hit.
Okay.
right? In response to being it's in response to being damaged. So if you do enough damage to kill him, then he doesn't have a reaction.
Okay.
He's got 9 hit points.
Okay.
Oh, I have to roll. It doesn't matter what I roll.
Oof.
Then you are safe from the
Affliction is a +9 in damage, so
Yikes.
Okay. Easy enough. You just slash this guy down, who is preparing, hopefully, to just sap some life from you, but it is not good, and he is gone.
Okay. Okay, so where I'm actually hidden by the ruins, I think, right now.
Yeah, you're literally on the other side of the ruins, right here. That is one in front of you there.
Okay.
And you're on the other side of you is the invisible barrier.
Yeah.
So your back is to the barrier against Talia.
Okay. Well, I have 11 hit points. So I'm going to have to take a potion.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to because I don't have that many left.
Only costs you a bonus action. We play those.
Yeah, it's only a bonus.
So I have a superior. I guess I'll take that.
Now is the time.
I really wanted to save it.
You don't want Talia to kill you, though, do you?
I really don't. I really
kill you.
I really don't. Like I said, she's more like just annoyed and offended at this point. A 6. I think she hates me far more than I hate her.
Sure.
Yeah. The Don Draper, like, I don't even think about you. I don't even know.
Yeah, she's been dreaming of this moment for months. You haven't thought about her for ever.
No.
4
years of real game.
6 hit points left. 26 hit points to heal. Oh, God, I'm at 37. That still feels like nothing with the superior. Okay. All right. Yep. I'm gonna look to her and say, I don't want to deal with you right now. And I'll pull out affliction. And I'll get in melee because she doesn't fucking want to.
No, she's in melee.
Get a 20 here. Get a 20
She's
here.
in melee?
She got in melee with you when we thought you fell.
Right.
She was coming for the kill, and I just stuck with it because you looked low, so.
Yep. Okay.
She's got 2 scimitars drawn, ready to go.
First attack is a 26.
She will use her reaction to nimble escape, take half of that, and reposition over to here.
Wow.
So I don't hit her? Or does she take half the damage?
Takes half the damage. You still hit.
Okay. All right.
She just repositions and shifts
I don't get any sneak on this because I couldn't.
Nope.
I'm going to use superiority dice on her. I'm going to try to trip her.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'll say is if you trip her, she can't move.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter. She's not that far anyway. A strength save.
Oh, right. A 3.
Nice.
Okay, so,
Sit
okay.
down. Sit down, Talia.
She falls prone. You still have to move 5. She did move like 5 feet, so if you move 5 feet.
22 points of damage.
22. You now have advantage on her.
Uh-huh.
Get that 20.
Good, the second was a natural 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then instead that's a dirty 20.
That's going to hit.
Bad roll.
That's going to hit.
Okay. And I get sneak because I have advantage.
Yep.
$29.
Okay. She's looking very hurt.
So as she's moving, I'm just going to come around, go down, get her in the knees, and just say, seriously, I don't want to fucking deal with this today. It's getting more and more angry. Not a natural 20. I got a natural 19, but not a natural 20. Last attack. Max damage, though.
Was it at advantage?
That was at advantage, yeah. I've been actually rolling really bad. Most of these have been below 10. The last one was a natural 19. Max damage, though, which is a 19.
19 points?
Mm-hmm.
So, these guys have a Revenant Perseverance effect that if they are knocked unconscious, they can make basically a charisma save.
Cool.
to succeed and pull themselves from the brink of death as part of being like their hatred of you pulling them back.
Love it.
Cool.
The charisma save is 5 plus the damage taken, which was 19.
Mm-hmm.
So 24. Her con save is 4. She needs a natural 20 to live.
Oof.
Oh boy.
Not enough. Not gonna do it.
Just to add insult to injury,
Sorry,
I'm not going to kill her because she would want that. I'm going to knock her the fuck out and drag her ass to her cousin eventually.
Okay. Non-lethally knocking her out.
She would hate this. It would make her so much more angry that I didn't kill her.
You knock her out on the field of battle, and she is now prostrate down on the field. That's your full action, I believe.
Yeah,
Your
that was
full
all 3
round of
attacks.
attacks.
Yeah, and
You'd
my
use
bonus.
your bonus, so you could reposition. You have 25 feet more of movement left.
Okay, is there a space that I know of that's cover, but not with someone else there?
So from what you
I
can
can't
see,
remember where the dome is from here.
it's literally like it literally curves right up along
Oh,
this
okay,
path.
so not really.
So you'd have to get in here, and there's warlock peoples are here.
Okay, I'm gonna go up against that southeast corner of that ruin there and just duck a little bit so I can still see Alana.
Like just right here.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
because the other person might be able to see me, but it's not as straight shot, and Alana's a bigger target right now.
Yes. There's a person right here who would have just seen you fight Talia.
Yeah.
I would say you have 3/4 cover from this person over here, and
Mhm.
half cover from this person.
Okay.
And actually from everybody except anyone over on this side would have
Sure.
straight shot on you. But for the time being, they're focused on other people.
Okay.
Okay, end of your turn.
And my turn.
The warlocks go. One is dead. The others are still focusing on their spell here and holding the dome. However, business is almost done. You guys are coming in on the other side. So these two on this side are going to drop what they're doing. Let's see. This one right here is going to drop focus on the spell, step forward a little bit, and are going to cast a Fear at Alana. Allie, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Come on, Ellie.
Oh no, 3.
You have Indomitable.
I do. Okay.
So you don't have to use it now. You don't have to use it now. There could be worse things coming, but it's an option.
It's just against that kid, right? Not against everyone.
It's just that guy?
So this is the spell Fear.
Okay.
I'll read out the full spell so you can make your decision. A phantasmal image of the creature's worst fears appear in their mind. You become frightened for the duration. While frightened by the spell, a creature must take the dash action and move away from you by the safest route available on each of its turns. If the creature cannot end its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight, they can make another wisdom save to try and succeed again, but it takes your full action and forces you to run away from them. This is not just like, you have the frightened condition. This is a secondary element.
No, I'll use Indomitable. That's fine.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
Wisdom save number 2.
Watch it be a fail. Oh, it is! It's an 8.
Do you add anything to it? No. Fuck.
No, 0.
Unfortunately, the concentration is now upon Fear. And Allie, what is the worst fear you could imagine in this moment?
Oh god.
Everybody dying.
Yeah, that's fair.
You look around you, and things are suddenly in the worst state possible. You just see your friends and family in like zombified form in wherever they're standing. Everywhere you look at your allies, they've been re-raised by these evils and are coming to kill you. I'm trying to find my fear there. Right. Unfortunately, on your turn, you are going to be forced to run basically as far as you can in that direction.
Okay.
And using your action to dash to do so.
Okay.
That costs that one's concentration. They're going to pull back, tuck in over here, best they can. These guys, this guy's going to reposition over here. This one's going to look up to Val, and it's going to rip a Hellfire in your direction. Go ahead and make a dex save for me, Val.
You got it. 23?
Succeeds. You take half damage.
Is this fire damage?
This is fire damage.
So it'll be halved again because of Warden.
So you take quarter damage from, let's see, 22 to 11 to 5.
Great.
She sees you shake that off.
I'll like cover it with the wings.
With nary an effect. Moves on with her day. And is going to pull back inside here as well. This one's going to fire at you as well. So another dexterity save, please.
No problemo. Just 20 total?
Succeeds again, so quartered from a better roll. Well, maybe not. 24 to 12 to 6.
Right.
I need 2 con saves from you for that, DC 10s,
Yes.
so just don't roll double ones.
Got it.
I'm just going to move on from that. I'm sure you're not going to, but let me know if you do.
Yeah, we're good on that one.
And
we're good.
this one over here. Yeah, these guys need to maintain them because they're the front side. So they're going to just hold their position. Tuck in over here. And tuck down over here. That's the Warlocks. Alana, we do come to your turn now. Unfortunately, you're forced to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15. You hit the wall and just like kind of careen up along the wall in that direction using your full action. Now, the target is significantly further away, and with all this kind of ruins in the way, you do not have a direct line of sight. So, at this point, you can make another wisdom save. Try and shake the fear.
Come on, bro.
I'm going to do that.
Come on, Allie.
14.
Just fails.
Oh!
Unfortunately, if you at the top of your next turn, you can see clearly there's a gap in this wall, and you're going to be forced to run out of the barrier. What I'll say is to both Mary and Valentine, clearly Alana is under some effect. And Alana, your rage drops as you do not take or deal damage.
She didn't take any damage, that thing?
Nope. Not that I don't think that round. Things were focused elsewhere. The fear effect was the only thing that targeted her. And it was she obviously didn't attack with her action.
It hasn't been a full round though. Because
I suppose it would be the top of her next turn. It would be the top of her next turn. It would fall.
Okay. So we'll see.
You're right. So one more round with rage, provided.
So maybe Hondo drifts some acid on her. You know, who knows?
It's certainly
crazy.
Possible.
Crazier shit has happened.
Val, you're up. Hondo, you are on deck.
I am up. I'm probably just gonna do some blasties on these people who shot at me.
Okay. There's only the one target, the one who is kind of like humanoid, like in like assassin-y armor, who shot you with a crossbow, and then there's the two who are like kind of mage-like There's a big kind of cluster. There's a mage here, a mage here, a mage here, and then the crossbow person here. And obviously Raymond is still up top.
Yeah, like I just said that nice thing to Raymond. I mean, it was pretty sad. I don't think I want to shoot him. I have like no spell slots really left here. So I think I will just... And I can't see the person who feared Alana, right?
No. I would say you didn't even notice who did it.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even notice. Okay, I'll just shoot... let's go 2 Eldritch Blasts at that guy right in front of me with the crossbow, and then I'll just see where the other 2 go after this.
Go ahead. Are you before you shoot, are you gonna move or are you gonna hold your position here? I'm like right on the edge.
If I can have a clear shot at them,
Yeah.
I would hold here.
You do.
Okay, cool. 22 for the first one.
Hits.
Okay, that is...
He's gonna use his reaction to like kind of take the hit and reflexively dodge. So he takes half of his first one.
Cool, so he'll just take 3 damage. It was a 6.
He tumble and rolls like forward into the hit. So that's cool. Go ahead, second attack.
More. 26.
Definitely hits.
And then this is, oh yay, max damage, 15.
Yep.
I'll just keep hitting that guy, whittle him down. How is a 18? Sorry, 19.
19 just hits.
Okay, great. That is almost max damage, 14.
14, okay.
And then last one. 20 or 27.
Definitely.
And the last damage roll is almost max damage, but not 9.
9 points. Okay. Pretty quickly whittling away at this guy who, like, he quickly dodges that first one, but is just not skilled enough to prepare himself to dodge 3 more in rapid succession. And on that last fire of like your kind of blast, as you're kind of unleashing all this energy, you feel like a pulse of that splinter that's still in your shoulder, just like a reminder of it's pain in there as you move your arms to cast your spell. Doesn't seem to change anything for your spell, but wasn't particularly nice.
It's not good.
That's your action.
Bonus action. I'm going to use my last bardic on Brawley.
Okay.
And say, "You got this, girl. Don't worry. You're good." And you'll have a D12 to add to that roll when you get there, and that's it.
Okay. Holding your position, you end your turn. Hondo, we do come to you. So my question is, are you going to fly up around to Valentine's Point where you can see in through the gap, or are you going to focus on these 2 who are out of the bubble who you know you can get to?
The crossbow guys, can I get?
You could get to either of them in melee or with your acid, possibly. They would have cover.
Could he shoot a line of acid through the gap, like towards Raymond and those crossbow people there?
Yeah, of course.
Ooh.
Oh.
That I will do.
Spell magic is a verbal spell. So.
But if he's not within 60 feet...
It's
he
a
learned his lesson.
verbal and silence.
True. So you can get there because he's silenced right now. He can't use counterspell on this moment.
Well, you can't counterspell regardless. It's there's no reaction to it. The spell's already cast. It would be a dispel.
Oh, dispel magic.
Dispel.
Sorry. Yeah, dispel.
So 5, 10.
Kyle, could I have just blown up a little bit, maybe, just to clear that gap for him if he's going to shoot through?
So you can fly like basically up and in.
Yeah, sick.
Inside the gap.
Yeah, I've been waiting 5 rounds for this moment. Just acid the shit out of this guy.
And is it a line or a cone for the black dragon?
We got?
Pretty sure it's a line.
It's a line.
So a 60-foot or 90-foot line?
60-foot line that is 5 feet wide.
Okay, so
Sick.
your main, you definitely want to try and hit Raymond with it?
Yeah.
Okay, so to hit him in this line, you could hit this guy and him, or you could pivot up here and hit this guy and this guy, or you could come down this way. Actually, you could, in theory, hit this guy, and Raymond if you swing all the way out here with no movement left.
Oh yeah.
Let's plan?
3 for the place of 1, Kev?
I think I'm good.
Okay. I'm here, and the line is like fired like direct at Raymond and then falls down to the others.
Sick.
So it is a con or dex save, and what is the DC?
Okay, let's see. So it's each person must make a DC 18 dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Raimundo. Let's see here.
Natural 1.
He is not resistant to acid.
Oh.
And it's not a spell, so coming up. Not particularly dexterous, our boy. Comes to be not enough, unfortunately.
Sorry, Raymond.
You said, yeah, it's literally a 13 and 4 is 17. You said 18?
Yeah.
Fuck
Ooh.
yeah. Roll
Raymond?
those dice, Kevin.
Raymond fails. You can start rolling the dice. I'm going to do the other two warlocks.
It says here taking 54 bracket 12d8. What does that mean?
Yeah. 54 is just if the DM doesn't want to roll.
Okay.
But you need to roll.
You should roll those on your dice.
Because we need 12 8s or 8 12s, whatever you want.
The two warlocks, 15. One of them actually does make 18 on the dot. The other fails. So I'm going to say the back one makes the 18. The front one fails. So one of them taking full, one taking half, and Raymond is taking full.
Okay, I rolled 42.
42
Nice. A lot of
points.
fours. A lot of fours there.
So 42. This is going to be. This guy takes half.
Oh, wait, sorry. Did you say 12? Oh, 12d8.
Yep.
3, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait, there's more.
Okay. Well,
I only rolled 8.
Reroll the whole thing, then it'll just be easier.
10.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Brock's thing can kick in too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're talking.
What do we got, buddy?
58.
Nice.
All right, beautiful.
Just
58
over average.
points to that one out front there. There's no way she can maintain concentration. A section of the wall drops, and
Nice.
she's on death's door. That front lady.
Sorry, lady.
Yeah, she's got nothing left.
I'm-
The one who saved is not hurting terribly. Half 58 is 25 and 29. He's at half health. He's not super happy about it. And Raymond, he's not happy, but he's all right.
He's all right.
He's all right.
I'm just going to look at them and be like, I hope you took your heartburn medication.
Oh, God.
They are dripping with acid and are in no mood for jokes.
Hondo is officially in his middle age, so this is what he thinks about
Middle
on a daily
age?
basis.
Hondo's a
That's
senior
true.
citizen.
That's
He's a
true.
senior
He
citizen.
did get aged a lot.
Gord can Eldritch Blast. I think you got 4 of them, right?
You know what? Actually, Raymond is gonna. Fuck! I literally need one more round, and I could do all this shit. He's kidding. He's gonna take it. He's gonna just take the brunt of it, and he's gonna survive. That is Hondo's action and full move. So that's the end of the dragon. But Gord, you do have a held Eldritch Blast. You could fire 4 blasts at any targets here.
Picks up that lady who's about to die.
Yeah, at least shoot one at the lady who's about to die.
Fuck her.
You can definitely strike her.
To hit, I rolled a 34.
That'll do
Holy
it.
shit.
That'll do it.
I think you kill her. There's no point rolling damage. She is dead. Do you get something when you kill someone?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that still a thing, or was that your old class? She's gone.
I can investigate that, Brock, while you roll on more.
Yeah, roll 3 more attacks. And who do you want to focus now? Do you want to hit Raymond? There are 2 other warlocky peoples, and there is a...
Raymond.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
3 on Raymond. Here we go.
Right before I shoot, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Raymond, everybody doesn't love you."
Bam!
Savage.
If he wasn't in a sphere of silence and can't hear your jibes and japes.
That's too bad. That's too
He
bad.
feels the bad vibes, though.
Yeah, he's
Like,
like,
those
I
are
said
obvious.
something.
He definitely feels it. So 3 attacks against Raymond.
Do I still have to roll to hit?
Yes, you have to roll 3 attacks to hit, and they're straight rolls.
15.
15 does not hit.
33.
Definitely hits.
Oof.
When he would be hit by an attack, increases AC. That's not going to be enough. Okay.
17.
17 does not hit either, actually. So 1 hit in those last rolls. So go ahead and roll damage for that one.
2.
All right. Well, every bit counts.
Isn't it plus something?
He
No,
does
it's not.
Agonize.
I
No,
took
because
the
he
thing
didn't
for
take
that.
agonizing blast.
Yeah. Brock, you get temporary HP equal to your charisma modifier and your warlock level when you kill someone. So that's 18 plus 5, 23 temp HP.
All right. Yeah, you get 23 temp HP. That is going to be Gord's held action, Hondo's full turn, top of the round. These guys on the... So half of the wall is fallen at this point. Because, yeah, you just killed that one. That one's dropped her focus. The other one's dead. So there are chunks of this wall that are slowly breaking down. You can see half of it's still intact, but it's like huge like chunks of random invisible walls are in this like series of areas. It's just a bit of a mess. But it does help to open up the kind of battlefield for some of these other guys who are on the field. Poking through this section here, no, he wants to... I want to go for Mary particularly. He kind of wants to hit that dragon again. So 5, 10, 15, 20. We get to here. Is going to fire at the dragon. None at advantage because you know he was there. So shot coming for the dragon with a crossbow to hit the dragon with a natural 1. Suck my ass. Bonus action. No, he's just gonna hide again. Whoop. Hide back in there. Do you hide any better this time? No. Good for you.
I can still see you.
This guy. 15 here. Sees Gord. How far is Gord? 5, 10, 15. Yes, Gord, you are in range. Now, on top of the dragon, I give you half cover for sure. This is a big ass dragon there. So you get a +2 to your AC while on top of the dragon. So he is going to shoot at you with a straight roll with his crossbow. Oh, feels so good, and then not. 15 to hit you, Gord.
Miss.
Does not strike. And he is going to have points to do. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Bonus action dash. 5, 10, 15. There. Okay. That is them. Talia is unconscious. Valentine. This guy's still coming at you. He's still alive. You just see a series of hand movements across a face and like across his chest as he just looks up to you, reloads the crossbow, and fires. That is... Oh, what's that? Yeah, it's 27 to hit you, Scott.
He's frozen. I don't know if he can talk.
Oh, no, we lost Scott. Okay, well, I'll go to somebody else and see if he reconnects. We'll come back to that. Do I have other assassins on the board? 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Cal's still here.
His AC's
Cal.
20.
Well, I know his AC. I know that would hit. However, he could, in theory, like shield or do some other stuff, or cutting words it. So I'm going to let him make his decision. I'll come back to him in a second. Cal's
Oh, you're back.
Oh, is he back?
I mean, I can see him moving. I don't know if he can hear us. Nope.
Nope. Okay. Cal, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Acrobatics check. Yep. Good. 30 dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's going to fire on Alana with his crossbow.
Hey, you get to keep your rage. Maybe.
Yes.
Hits. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, that's a 19 to hit you.
My AC is 19.
So he just hits.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. That is a 19.
Success. So you do not take the full damage here, and you're already resistant. So, actually, you know what? We're just going to use some averages for this point. Let's go. You take 12 points of poison damage, and 8 points of piercing damage. So 20 points on that. Reduced. No, that's reduced to 4. Sorry. So 4 and 12, 16 points total. That's it. No sneak on that. So.
Okay.
But you manage to keep your rage as he fires again at you. Is Scott fully gone?
He is, yeah.
Okay, so I hit him for 27, right?
Yeah.
His shield would only bring him up to. Oh, his shield will only bring him up to what?
Not 27. I think it's
No.
25.
And he doesn't have any bardics left, so actually he can't cutting words regardless.
Okay.
So he's going to get hit with this shot. I'll roll a con save with his character sheet for the poison damage. And you'll all see it. Okay, Valentine, con save. Boop.
At advantage.
Nope. This is just
Oh.
poison.
Sorry, I thought it was for concentration.
Nope, this is just a poison, which does fail with a 14. So he takes the full poison damage. So he takes 31 points of damage. Oh, we lose Kev too?
Val wants to know if you want him to make a con save for concentration. I missed again.
Yeah, he took what did I say? 31, so DC 15.
Alright, 31.
Oh, he sent us a video of him rolling.
Yeah, he rolled. I can't even tell what that is. Oh, yeah, he succeeded.
Yeah, that's an 11, so. Okay, so he maintains his concentration, and he just takes a little bit of damage. Okay, that's it for the assassin's turns. We come to Raymond's turn. On his turn, the gem makes its final push. 3 gems. Now 4 total permanently active.
Fuck.
In the Hellgate. Raymond, finally, his connection breaks from the Hellgate, and he shifts away out of the bounds of the silence that Valentine has put on top of him, and he looks across you all, and now free of the silence, just simply says, "Kill the wildcards," in this hollow, echoing tone. And you watch just energy all around him he begins to kind of leech in life force from everything around and the magic of the space around him as the gate behind just kind of flares, and you can see a tear directly in the center of it that you can see an arm push through, a big, massive, hellish pit fiend's arm, and you see like clawing and pulling apart the gate. The Legion of Hell is mere moments from pulling themselves through. And we'll pick up there next time.
Oh, Jesus. This is bad.
Oh no.